long time, I genuinely believed that woman was just born differently. Like she had some internal discipline gene that I missed out on. She woke up early without effort. She loved routine. She never struggled with consistency. She didn't overthink. She didn't fall off. She didn't need resets or fresh starts. She just had it all together. And for years, I compared myself to that idea and felt like something was wrong with me because I was really ambitious. I deeply cared about my goals. I wanted to build something meaningful. I wanted confidence. I wanted freedom. I wanted to feel proud of how I showed up, but I couldn't stay consistent. I'd go all in, burn out, fall off, feel guilty, and then repeat that cycle. What I eventually realized is that most high-performing women aren't more motivated than you. They're more structured than you. They don't rely on emotion to decide their actions. They rely on systems and they rely on standards. They rely on routines that can carry them through on really hard days. This routine is a result of years of trial and error, of doing things the wrong way, of overworking, of undereating, neglecting relationships, tying my worth to my productivity, and slowly learning that success without balance is just another form of burnout. So today isn't about showing you perfection. It's about showing you how I've learned to build a life that actually supports my goals physically, mentally, emotionally, so I can win long term and not just for a season. Part 1. The morning routine. My mornings are the foundation of my entire day. If my mornings are chaotic, reactive, rushed, or overstimulated, it shows up in everything. My mood, my patience, my focus, my decision-making, my confidence, everything. I used to wake up and immediately reach for my phone, scroll, compare, check emails, absorb other people's problems before I'd even check in with myself. And without realizing it, I was starting every single day in defense mode, behind, overwhelmed, already doubting myself. Now I treat my mornings like a mental reset. I hydrate myself, I give myself quiet time, I journal, I plan, I ask myself what actually matters today, what needs to happen, not what feels most urgent, but what is most important. This is where I reconnect with my identity. I remind myself I'm disciplined, I'm capable, I'm consistent, I'm building something meaningful, and I don't need external validation to start my day strong. When you own your mornings, you stop letting life control you, you stop being reactive, and you stop living in survival mode. Over time, that creates emotional stability and self-trust, two things most people are desperately missing. Part 2, training. I want to be very clear about something. I am not a naturally motivated person. I don't wake up every day excited to train. I don't always feel energized. I don't always feel strong. Sometimes I'm really tired. Sometimes I'm really busy. Sometimes I would rather just stay in bed. But what changed my life wasn't suddenly loving to work out. It was deciding that my word to myself mattered. Every single time I show up to train when it would be easier not to, I'm depositing into my confidence account. I'm proving to myself that I'm reliable, that I don't quit when things get uncomfortable, and that I can follow through even when no one is watching. And that discipline carries into everything: my business, my relationships, my boundaries, my self-respect. When you trust yourself physically, you start trusting yourself mentally and emotionally too. Training also regulates my stress. It clears my head, it helps me process emotions, it gives me an outlet that isn't just scrolling or overeating or overworking. It's my reset button. This isn't about chasing a specific body type, it's about resilience. It's about becoming the type of woman who doesn't collapse under pressure. Part 3, food. My relationship with food used to be so driven by fear. Fear of gaining weight, fear of losing control, fear of not being disciplined enough, fear of judgment, fear of not looking a certain way. So I tried to control it. I tried to restrict it. I would ignore my hunger. I would skip meals. I would be good all week and then binge on the weekends. I thought that was willpower. In reality, I was exhausted, moody, inconsistent, obsessive, and constantly starting over. Learning how to eat properly changed everything. Prioritizing protein, eating balanced meals, allowing flexibility, listening to hunger, fueling my workouts, and supporting my hormones and supporting my brain. When I eat well, I think better. I regulate my emotions better, I perform better, I'm more patient, I'm more confident, and I'm more grounded. Food is not something that I'm trying to fight anymore. It's something I use strategically to support the life that I want to build. Once I understood that, everything became very easy. Nothing in this routine is extreme. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being aesthetic. It's about standards. Standards for how you treat your body, your time, your energy, your relationships, your mind. Top women are not built in dramatic moments. They are built in ordinary days. Small choices repeated daily over years. That is how confidence compounds. That is how freedom is created. And if you're ready to build that version of yourself, I would love to help you.